Hello. So today it is the last day. It was the last day of the Java Champion conference, the number 4, and so I will explain in detail and give some comments on the different talk I have watched today. So first, Java code coverage and their best friend bytecode by Evgeny. So this talk is very hardcore, like said Evgeny, because we see the bytecode, even if the bytecode was not that complicated. I thought it was a bit like binary, but it is not at all. It is a structure statements script. So we take a deep dive into Java bytecode and uncover all different compiler versions transform your code with insight from JaCoCo's implementation, revealing hidden artifacts and simplifying code coverage. You can see the talk at bit.ly/gccd1. And I noted that we see the inners of JaCoCo because the speaker is one of the developer of Java code coverage. And so we see how the different Java features impacts the development of Java code coverage. And we see so the repercussion of each of these new features. And in conclusion, because you have to know that JaCoCo relies on bytecode and not source code, the source code is different than the bytecode, and the bytecode-based tools have to guess what is behind the bytecode. And developer have to put up with this. Thank you. So, second talk is in Spanish. Cómo a John empezó a gustarle TDD by Nacho. Descubre con John un desarrollador común pasó de frustrarse con TDD a convertirse en un apasionado, disfrutando de sus beneficios como detección temprana de errores y un feedback loop más rápido. You can see the video at bit.ly/gcd3. Know that there was some delay before starting the talk, so the speaker has to speak a bit with a quick pace. So it is in Spanish and it is rather fast. So be prepared to integrate all this information. And so in this talk in Spanish, Nacho explained how the issue was when team working impact team working in code. For example, you have dependency before between your teammates, and so and there is also some other issues when team working with code. And then he presents TDD as a good way to produce good code despite those impediments. And we get through a Spring Boot app with Mockito, and he show how to test from the database to the presentation layer with the controllers. Then your Cloud Native Toolbox for Java by Rustam. Learn what it takes to build Cloud Native Java application from scalability and resilience to observability and automation as we explore tools and practices for the full app lifecycle from code to container. You can see the talk at bit.ly/gccd5. And Rustam explains this talk to the why of using a Cloud Native, time to market, responding to change, reliability, resilience. Then he explains the how, loose coupling, containers, automation, scaling, and the what, Cloud, multi-cloud, hybrid cloud. This is called why or what, the golden circle. I think it is something of Simon Sinek, which gives some TEDx. Automatic heap sizing by Kirk and San. This one is also quite difficult talk to follow because it is very deep in information and explanation. So in this talk, you discover how automatic heap sizing revolutionize Java memory management by dynamically adjusting heap size in Z, G1, and serial GC, replacing traditional limits and enhancing performance. You can see the talk at bit.ly/gccd6. And so it gives some explanation of ergonomics, details on memory and heap sizing. And the final thought is limit JVM heap to 25% of container memory to avoid wasting resources. automatic heap sizing, improved adaptivity, and memory cooperation between instances. If you don't give the system enough memory, you get what you get. So it might be not helpful to only give half of the memory it requires, because you will have half of the results. The best way to tune is to know what is needed and ask for it. And finally, JVM address space is virtual, not real. Then Java plus LLMs with Jakarta by Balzer and CL. Learn how to integrate powerful LLM-powered features into your Java application using Jakarta EE and LangChain 4G with a hands-on dive into RAG model summarization and similarity search. You can see the talk at bit.ly/gccd7. And in this talk, they explain to the speaker some key concepts of LLM, and there is a demo of Quarkus chatbot bound to long chain 4G, and some concept with a direct demo like memory provider to use previous question data, AI services, and function calling like calls to other APIs. Then Quarkus efficiency secrets by Oli. Discover how Quarkus boosts both developer productivity and runtime efficiency, balancing performance with ease of use. Explore reactive programming, native binaries, and key engineering principles like optimization and cache management. You can see the talk at bit.ly/gccd8. And in this talk, Oli speaks about Rust and its low developer experience, because it's very oriented towards the machine, Rust. And so Quarkus is in the other side, making the life of the developer very easier. So with upfront compilation and also live coding. Live coding, it is that Quarkus do the maximum to auto-reload the change without having to do the queries to compile your code yourself. And the final talk, JCoCo by Sven. Explore JCoCo, a new tool for interactive Java coding with a graphical interface, seamless Gshell integration, and Jupyter Notebook compatibility. See how it revolutionizes rapid development and enhances the experience with tools like JavaFX charting. You can see the talk at bit.ly/gccd11. So it is the end. I was very happy to attend this conference, and I think I have now a better overview of what is possible with Java. Thank you very much, the Java Champions, and see you next year. Bye.